Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Am I muted?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this presentation. This is an innovation feature here at the Water Equipment Show, and it's going to be given by Rachel Gartside from Grundfos, and is all about driving innovation through large multi-stage pumps. So, Rachel, over to you if you would like to launch your presentation, please.
Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, good morning and thank you for the introduction there, Dennis. This is a presentation today on the new generation of CR pumps, moving the limits. My name is Rachel Gartside, as Dennis kindly introduced me, and I will present in today. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, please just pop them in the notes for the Q&A at the end. So, welcome to the presentation of the new Grundfos CR range. You are probably already familiar with the new Grundfos CR range, but just in case you weren't, here are some of the basic facts. Grundfos introduced the CR range in 1971. Over these years, the CR range has offered unbeatable reliability, top performance and efficiency with low life cycle costs. The pumps are ideal for water supply, water treatment, and almost any industrial solution. The CR range can be customised to suit any application. So what's new in the CR range? You may already be familiar with the new CR 95, 125 and 155 models. These have replaced the CR 90, 120 and 150 pumps by providing significant improvements to the range. And the CR 185 and the 215 and 255 are the new additions. Currently available are the CR 125, 155s and 185s. And later on this year, the CR 215s and 255s will be released. The uprated range gives you a number of benefits: significant improved efficiency, approximately double flow performance and pump pressure, extended pressure ratings up to 40 bar, and a wider temperature range down to -40 degrees Celsius, with low and net positive suction head, which is now a standard feature, adding to the robustness and reliability of the CR range. Take a look at the timeline here. It shows some highlights of the history of the CR pump. However, this timeline doesn't detail the CP range. The CP range was first built in 1952 and was the very first Grundfos pump to use a centrifugal pump technology. In 1971, Grundfos invented the CR vertical multi-stage centrifugal inline pump concept. Notable dates in the timeline are 1988, when the CRN 316 fully stainless steel model was developed, 92, when all the new connection types were developed, 97, where the CRE variable pump speed pump range was first released into the marketplace, 1998, when the new CR large range was developed, which consisted of the CR 32s, 64s and CR 90s. In 1999, the CRT range was introduced, which is the titanium range. This meant our pumps now have an exceptional resistance to a wider range of acids, alkalis, seawater and industrial chemicals. In 2004, the new CR small range, CR 1, 3 and 5, and the CR medium range, CR 10, 15 and 20 were released. These subsequently replaced the CR2, 4, 8 and 16 range. In 2007, our first CRXL range was introduced, which was the CR 120 and 150 pumps. And finally, in 2019, the new generation of CRXL pumps were released, which we are discussing today. Since then, roughly 3.5 million CR pumps serve our customers every day, providing millions of long, reliable operation hours, giving Grundfos the ability to develop and manufacture top-of-the-line pumps and result in the most powerful, world-beating vertical multi-stage offer ever. For the CR pumps to add value in daily operations, it must also be absolutely reliable, offer unbeatable operating economy, and be customizable to the world of different applications. The CR range has always been strong on these three parameters, and with the new CR range, we're giving you greater reliability, better operating economy, and more sort operation solutions than ever before. The CR range has always been powerful and efficient, but with the new pumps, we are moving the limits of pressure, flow, and power, giving you new application possibilities. The new CRM pump can deliver up to 40 bar of pressure, which is taller than the architectural height of the Empire State Building at 381 meters, and the CR range can reach up to 30 bar in pressure. 320 meters cubed an hour is enough flow to deliver water to 9,500 people, which is what our largest CR pumps will deliver. And the 200 kilowatt corresponds to 268 horsepower. Not many people can have cars that are that powerful. We now look at the performance range of the old and the new CR range. As you can see, the performance coverage of the new range is more than doubled compared to the old range. You will also see the new range has significantly improved efficiency compared to the old one, and that efficiency stays high across the entire flow range. Typically up to 83 to 84 efficiency across the range, with a motor efficiency IE3 of 94 to 95.6. Using Grundfos IE3 MG motors up to and including 22 kilowatt and IE3 Siemens motors as standard from 37 to 200 kilowatts. Better efficiency means lower energy consumption, which translates into electricity savings. This good news in any application that runs for years, and when pump power consumption adds up over time. The much lower energy consumption of the new CR range. And the new range in terms of MPSH, not positive section head, is significantly lower than the old pumps. This allows for more compact installation. For example, in boiler feed applications, where now feeding tanks can be mounted at lower level on negative or in negative suction pressure installations, e.g. mounted on a tank, where we perform with deeper suction depth. It also means that the new pumps are simply more robust. The risk of cavitation is lower, and in case of the pump when it runs off the curve. In other words, it's also very much about reliability, which has always been one of the main advantages of the CR range. So how exactly do we offer greater reliability? We have been manufacturing CR pumps since 1971, and our experience for millions of installed CR pumps allows us to develop pumps that run reliably year after year. When it comes to pump design, we have kept the best and improved the rest. We have introduced several new features that boost reliability even more and giving you reduced pump downtime and lower operating costs. This means improvements. This performance means improvements and more possibilities for customers, especially in the water utility market, meaning they can provide drinking water to more consumers, offer efficiency, and provide space-saving solutions where floor space is restricted. And with smaller pipework, DN200 on the largest CIs, this means that pipework modifications are kept to a minimum. In booster systems and other applications that use several CR units, customers can now reach their performance targets using fewer pumps. And of course, the CR pump can be mounted horizontally for applications where height space is an issue. So let's look at a typical installation. Here we see an old and suction installation, an old obsolete model dating back to 1953 with no spares availability and expensive refurb costs. The newly installed Grundfos CR pump is now a CRXL CR125 model. The drivers for this project were better efficiency, more controllability, maintenance simplicity, Seal change can be done in situ due to our special cartridge design and readily available spares. On big pumps, the most frequently serviced components are the shaft seal and the motor bearings, and cavitation is a frequent cause of pump failure. With the new CR range, we are doing something about this. The shaft seal on the CR range is developed by Grundfos. The seal is available in many different combinations to suit various liquid, pressure and temperature requirements, and thanks to the balanced design, the seal is able to withstand a great amount of pressure. These two factors combine to give the shaft seal a long service life when it does need to be replaced. The cartridge design means it can be replaced in minutes without using special tools, and this is obviously one of the drivers for the application that we just saw previously. On the new CR range, we introduced the thrust handling device, or THD. The THD cancels out axial thrust by using the pump discharge pressure. This prolongs the service life of the pump motor, and it allows us to use ordinary motor bearings in the pump, lowering spare parts costs while extending the pump life cycle. The THD is a standard feature on all models from 75 kilowatt up and up. And finally, we've designed the new CR range to offer a world-class NPSH. This, combined with the fully laser welded impellers and chambers, reduce the risk of cavitation and increase the robustness and life cycle of the pump. The modular approach of the new CR range means that every part of the pump can be tailored to your requirements. Here are a few examples. You can get asynchronous or permanent magnet motors from 5.5 to 200 kilowatt in IE3, IE4 or IE5 classified versions. Our motors comply with all major motor directives and standards globally. We can offer motors suitable for explosive media or high-low density liquids and high-low viscosity liquids. The shaft seal of the new CR range can be specified in a wide range of materials, from standard silicon carbide options to more specialised combinations. The seal can be specified to suit any liquid, pressure and temperature requirement. Double and tandem shaft seal solutions are available for difficult liquids, and the pump body is available in a variety of grades of stainless steel and other materials, which can be delivered polished. And the O-rings can be specified in EPDM, Viton, Fluores, Calres and neoprene. The CR range is available in connection types DIN, EN, ANSI and JIS flanges, Victolic type PJE couplings and collars for specialised applications. During the development of the CR range, we relied on both simulations and testing. Component simulation is followed by component test, and simulations of the assembled pumps are then followed by physical test of the pump. We also use extensive field testing to test the new CR range in real-life operations. Every single CR pump that leaves the factory is individually tested and verified before being shipped. And in this week, we can guarantee that our pumps perform according to specifications and deliver the reliability and performance you need. To ensure maximum efficiency, we have optimized the hydraulic design of the new CR range. The pump needs to move its liquid within as little friction as possible and turbulence as possible. When that has been achieved, we have maximum efficiency. Take a look at the exploded drawing to see what we're talking about. The liquid must be guided to the first impeller with as little turbulence as possible. The liquid must then be accelerated into the impeller and slowed down in the chamber with as little turbulence as possible. At the top of the chamber, the liquid must change direction with minimal turbulence, and overall, the liquid must be transported over relatively long distances in the pump, and in order to reduce friction, this must happen at very low speeds. The efficiency of the pump translates directly into savings, as you spend less power moving liquid from point A to point B. This is particularly important with large pumps. Big machines with big motors consume large amounts of electricity. And every efficiency improvement means cost savings. Of the total life cycle cost of a pump, 90% is spent on electricity. This is another reason why it makes perfect sense to optimise pump efficiency. CR global presence, production and assembly sites. CRs are produced and assembled in 20 places across the world, as these red dots indicate all of the production sites and assembly sites within the world. Our local global manufacturing plant in the UK is based in Sunderland, where the CRs are built and are also built in Denmark. This provides us with local support and a quick, efficient supply chain on pumps and spare parts. The CR range complies to global legislations and standards throughout the world, and the map, as the map depicts, and complies to a huge number of mandatory legislations and standards. All required motor energy approvals, hydraulic efficiency requirements, drinking water approvals, RAS, CSA, NSF, and safety requirements are followed and are available. These also include food compliance, chemical compliance, marine certification, EMC and connectivity directive, explosion safety requirements, recyclability. We also offer a wide range of certification dependent on your order. In addition to the certificates shown, all CR pumps are available with the following: a certificate of compliance with the order, non-specific inspection and testing, inspection certificate standard test report and material specification report, duty point verification report, surface roughness vibration report, a motor test report. And in short, we help you comply with every legislative requirement. It's time to sum up our presentation of the new Grundfos CR range. Vertical multi-stage centrifugal inline pumps. The new range replaces the old CR 90, 120, 150 models and also adds 3 new ones. The new range offers improved performance, giving you 40 bar of pressure, a flow of up to 320 meters cubed an hour, and up to 200 kilowatt motors. You get very close to perfect MPSH performance. The new range gives you improved robustness, partly because of the low MPSH and partly because of features such as THG, the new shaft seal, and the ability to use standard motor bearings. The CR range can be customised to virtually any application, and you can get service options that keep it running in peak condition. And what does this mean for you? Well, you can get unbeatable reliability, optimal operation economy, and pump solutions for every application. So in summary, I hope you found that informative. I'm sorry if I've rushed on a little bit. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer whatever you have. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Rachel. It's very, very interesting. A couple of questions from me, if I may. First of all, I noticed on the performance charts that you've considerably extended the range of these pumps. I'm just wondering if this has sort of opened up any new markets for you.
Yes, it has opened up some new markets. Whereas the original pumps up to the CR90 range only did to 90 meters cubed an hour. Now up to the 255 range, even currently the 185 range, has opened up a lot of opportunities, which you can provide more solutions, the better for space saving in water utility sector, where there's restrictions as far as pipeworks are concerned. So yeah, there's an awful lot of interest in the new range.
Oh, good. The previous range, there was the ability to attach variable speed drives directly to the pumps. Is that carried forward to this range as well?
The variable speed drives, which is the CRIE and the CRE models, only go up to 22 kilowatts. So for the larger pumps, obviously going up to 200 kilowatt, it's impossible to be able to have an integrated variable speed drive integrated into the motor. But we do provide external CUE drives that can be used to operate the pumps as exactly the same as you would operate a CRE motor pump with it built into the motor.
Right, I noticed so some of the water companies seem a bit reluctant to go the route of integrated drives. I just wondered if you'd any sort of comment or feedback on that.
Well, that's why we offer both ranges, really. I mean, we've still got the standard CR range, CRI range, and then we've got the CRIE and the E range, which has them obviously inbuilt into there. So they can get the functionality out of the CR range, the CRE range. It would just be a case of changing the front of the fascia on the front of the pump, which means it's got an operating panel that you can use locally rather than having to use the dongle for operation. But yeah, there's lots of opportunities there, and there's lots of ways to to provide the operating simplicity, which I think is what we're after with the CR range.
Mm-hmm. The new hydraulic, the impeller design, basically, is this common across, for instance, the borehole range of pumps, or is it completely unique to this product range?
The hydraulic efficiency, I mean, all of Grundfos pumps are very hydraulically efficient, and that's something that through R&D that they've focused on greatly over the years, because with Grundfos being a trust, it's been family owned, any profits goes back into R&D, goes back into development, and which is something that Grundfos has always prided themselves on developing and growing their product range. So the hydraulic efficiency is been focused on the CR range. The SP range, which is the borehole pumps, are still very, very efficient and have the same they are built the same way. However, there is a new range of borehole pumps that are coming to the market quite soon called the SPE range, which has got new hydraulic efficiency. So that will probably be more in line with the CRXL range that we're talking about today.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you'd been able to rationalise the production element of the impellers for, just use basically the same impeller in different pump ranges. That was, I suppose, the basis of the question.
The functionality is the same, but they are different impellers because obviously the SP pump is borehole pump. So, but yeah, the principle's the same, but yeah, the impellers aren't exactly the same. No.
You mentioned that the pumps are available in different materials of construction and different grades of stainless steel and even titanium. What does this do to lead times? What are the lead times on the new pumps?
Well, across the CR range, lead times are very good. Well, you can, on the smaller ranges up to 95s, you can get these on an interspeed, which would be potentially, if all the components are available, that could be on a 1 to 2 day turnaround. So that's obviously a fantastic option there. Standard lead time would probably be around about 1 to 2 weeks. On the larger pumps, you'd be looking up to 3 to 4 weeks sort of lead time, and that is on the largest pumps as well. So going right up to the CR215 and the 255 range as well. So really competitive and really good lead times there, market leading, I would say.
Yeah. Right. That's pretty much exhausting my questions, and I don't have any more at the moment. So unless anybody else has any questions, I'd just like to say a big thank you for your presentation, which was very interesting. You do have a stand at the exhibition, so if anybody wants to talk further about this product range, I'm sure they'll be very welcome to come and talk to you. And again, thanks very much, and thanks to everybody else for attending.
Well, thank you very much for that, Dennis, and thank you everyone for attending.
Dennis, okay for me to click the end?
Right, you're still there, Kevin?
Yep, still here. Do you want me to
Yeah,
click the end then? That's I think that's all done and dusted. Well done that, Matt.
I think I made a note never to click end, but don't ever click the end button
Until you get to the end.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. Okay.
Well,
I'll click it because I haven't done it before, and there we go.
Right. That's where the start button was.